Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the Cornhole Inside Video Podcast. Joel Karnick here, Mr. Al Baghdadi over there. How you doing, Al?
Good. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're going to take this week's show and we're going to talk about tournaments. We do this every once in a while, talk about tournaments coming up in the next couple of months around the Midwest. So stay tuned for all that. And if you've got any tournaments that we miss on here, you're welcome to comment. Put it in the comment field. Anything you want to add about any tournament, put it in the comment field. And please, right here, Mr. Baghdadi, we did pretty good the last week. We had, I think, I don't know, 25 or 30 new subscribers, I think, the past week, I think.
Wow, like that's pretty good.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're at almost 140. So if you haven't done so, please just hit subscribe. You won't be bugged. It won't cost you anything. It's absolutely free every time we post a video, which isn't very often, once a week. And then we do some live streams like we did last week in the Cedar Rapids one. And I think I finally have my body back in normal mode after driving all night Sunday morning back from Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Oh, how many hours?
It's seven hours. I think it was 8 for Big Time Bob to get back up to Wakefield.
Yeah, that's far enough.
We didn't wrap up until I think it was 1 o'clock in the morning when we finally wrapped up the championship game against Gary Bearpaw and his partner. And Blake and I had a really good run. So it certainly was it was a fun tournament for Blake and I. So we appreciate all the support from people who congratulated us on that. And we had a great time at the ACO major in Cedar Rapids. And Mr. Baghdadi, before we get into the tournaments, you've been busy. You've been doing some turkey hunting. Did you finally get a turkey?
Yeah, I got one on Saturday. It was pretty tough hunting, but I managed to find one dumb enough that I could kill it.
See, I was gonna find a funny turkey video, and then I brought this one up, but you can't see its head. It had little googly glasses on and everything. We'll just leave it to the people's imagination.
That looks more like Bubblicious.
It's got that turkey neck going on that older people get there. There we go. That's kind of awkward looking there. I'm gonna get that off the screen. But you can imagine the turkey's head had some funny googly glasses on it. So you're going to be going out again this week, right? With different phone?
I'm taking my grandson out tomorrow and Thursday after school. Try and get him his first turkey.
All right. Very cool. All right. Well, we're going to talk about a lot of tournaments. Al's going to cover June and I'm going to cover May. We've got a lot of tournaments coming up around the Midwest. This is just insane, Al. I remember when Blake and I kind of started digging into this cornhole stuff a couple years ago. You know, we struggled to find tournaments to play in. Now, multiple tournaments within, 2 to 3 hours of most people around Minnesota, Wisconsin. It's just crazy, the number of tournaments. And we're still, a few weeks away. There'll probably be more we don't even know about.
Well, I was thinking the day when I was looking at some tournaments and stuff, how when I first started playing tournaments with my stepson, Neil, we were trying to find any tournaments within an hour, and we thought that was a long ways to travel. And then it became within 2 hours, and now you just drove 7 hours this weekend. So that's kind of where the sport is headed to.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities. So let's dig into a few. And again, if we miss yours or get any information wrong, put it in the comments field. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We'd appreciate that. Now, coming up this weekend, Saturday, April 30th, there's a few in the area. There's Turk's double golden birthday at the Rail Hopper in DeForest, Wisconsin, down in the southern part of the state. There was a doubles tournament also down by Madison and Monroe at Leisure Lanes, $50 a team down there. Even for the folks in northern Wisconsin, that's a 3-4 hour drive, but a lot of people are used to traveling for that. This Sunday up here in the north, Al, we've got a ACO regional, Money Mike, putting that on in Mercer, and I think Machine Gun Geiger is going to be showing up at that one to try to garner a few points. Blake the Beast Karnick will be there.
Is she playing doubles with herself?
I think
her and her child.
I think she is. She's about a month away from having a kid, and she. I don't know. She made some comment about the kid holding the bags after she had it or something, and then she would throw. She would still probably beat us. But that's a good Mercer Regional this Sunday at the Wolf's Den and Great Northern Motel in Mercer. Now, the following weekend, the weekend of Saturday, May 7th, we've got one right at the Weston Lanes Spring Cornhole Tournament. It's an ALS fundraiser at Dale's Weston Lanes. So that's $40 a team. So you might want to check that one out. And Willie Beenan's Cornhole Tournament, sponsored by the Wolf River Baggers, is going on in Neenah, with competitive and social divisions for you guys down in the southern half of the state of Wisconsin. It's a couple of them going on the weekend of May 7th. There's also the weekend of May 14th. There's Billy's Higher Wire 100% payout tournament at the Higher Wire. I'm assuming that's a bar in Shawano over in the eastern northeast part of the state over there. So that sounds like a nice tournament in that area. For those of you in the western part of the state and over by the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Tailgaters, North Branch, Minnesota. I think my son Blake and I are going to be making the trek over for that one. That's always a big turnout. I think they had over 60 teams. I think that was, the one that we were over there for, one that had like, what, 60 teams, Al, wasn't it?
81 with the social division.
Oh, 80. That's right. And there is a social division. That's going to be a huge tournament. Even you folks in Wisconsin, it's well worth the drive over at
Is that the doubles one or the Switcholio?
This is the doubles one on May 14th. I think there's a Switcholio one the Saturday the 7th, I think.
Yeah.
Is the Switcholio one. And they got a lot of people signed up for that. Big group that throws in that area. Check out the North Metro Facebook page, North Metro Cornhole Facebook page. I hope to see some of you guys. I'm sure we'll see Eddie from Eddie's Bag Reviews and others over there that weekend of May 14th. We got Pudgy's Mount Pleasant at Pudgy's Pub in Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin, also on May 14th. That's a $500 added tournament in Mount Pleasant. We're seeing more and more of that, Al, where it's not just tournaments, but the restaurants and bars realize the value of having these tournaments at their places, and they're throwing in several $100. A lot of times we see that, don't we?
Yeah, especially places where people play regularly. That it seems like the bar owners value the cornhole players bringing people into there, and they realize what it's worth.
Exactly. And as players, we always appreciate that when there's a little bit of added money in there. And there's the ACL, also the May 14th ACL Great Lakes Conference is May 13th and 14th in Adrian, Michigan. I think that's still on our side, I believe, of
I'm not
Michigan.
Sure. I think it Austin Rayner that owns Kill Shots. I believe it's his warehouse or something like that where they're having it at.
Okay, $1,500 added to that. Check out the MKE cornhole site. It's a newly formed site. Kufus is down there are helping out with that one, I think. And that's a big event if you're interested in that. The Great Lakes Conference, May 13th and 14th, with $1,500 added on that one. And then May 15th, Sunday, May 15th, there's another ACO regional in Mercer as the ACO is winding down their season. It ends as of June 1st. So few regional chances for people to get points if they want to add a few before the end of the season. And the 5th annual Eagles Club Classic in Sparta is going on also on May 15th. That's a $20 a team tournament for the bad boy of the Cooley Region Cornhole, Andy Graff and the crew down there. They'll I'm going to hear from him again down there. They'll be taking part in that. Also, the MAC's last hurrah tourney with Jay-Z is going on also. I think yeah, go ahead.
Just people that aren't aware, Jason Zilke was running and still does, I guess at this point, the Mankato area cornhole. And he's been doing tournaments, I think, since 2013 or something like that in Minnesota. He's been running them. And he's going to quit running tournaments, and this is going to be his last one. I believe that's a 2-day event up in Bemidji, isn't it?
Up in Bemidji, yeah.
Yeah.
So check that out if you're up in that area. Jay-Z, a great guy, and just kind of backing away from hosting tournaments. He'll still be playing, I'm sure in tournaments, but he's backing away from running them. So that'll be a big event with a blind draw Friday and then singles and doubles on Saturday. Saturday, May 21st, AmVets Post 2000 over in Merrill, not too far from where we are, is having a big doubles tournament, $40 a team. The Wausau Canine is having a tournament. I was having problems finding information on that. I saw it initially, then lost it. So maybe someone who knows more information about that Wausau Canine tournament can post something in the comments. And also the May 21st has the Wisconsin ACL State in Madison at Pooley's Sports Bar. So lots of ACL stuff going on also. And that's on the 21st. 22nd, there's a ACL regional again in Mercer. And then May 28th, Arcadia, Wisconsin has their broiler days. We're going to start getting into the festivals now, Al. And we're seeing more and more of these festivals kicking in money for these tournaments, $20 a team for the Arcadia Broiler Days tournament. And then also May 28th, Charlie's Banquet Hall. Fond du Lac has a blind draw and up to $200 added for that on May the 28th. Now we're just covering the weekend tournaments. We know there's a lot of switch holio and blind draws going on weekly, and people, you can feel free to share that in the comments of the video. We're promoting anything and everything going on. May 29th, now that's Memorial Weekend. My son Blake and I are going to be down in Madison. Mad City Bratfest is going on. They always get a big turnout. I know they maxed this out at 64 teams, so you might want to register online for this ahead of time. $50 entry fee per team for the Mad City Bratfest on Sunday, May 29th. There's also one down in Chilton on May the 28th. North Metro over in the Twin Cities is having a doubles and a four-man event, 28th and 29th. That's also, again, at Tailgaters in North Branch, Minnesota. So that's the stuff that I have going on through the month of May. Again, if we miss something in May, post it on the comments and everybody will see it. Take a look in there. Sometimes it's hard to find some of these tournaments once people post it. So we're going to jump into June now, Mr. Al Baghdadi. And
yeah, I think you might have a lot more than what I found. Starting June, the first weekend of June, I believe. I don't know. I don't know if I found anything there. I didn't check the Cooley though.
All right. Well, if you got anything the first couple weeks of June or first week of June, just put it in that comments field. That's fine.
Yeah. The second week of June is we'll talk about the Restore You Classic here a little bit. Friday night switch holio. Saturday, bring your own partner doubles, and then follow that up with singles.
I was looking
all
at
those events are listed on Scoreholio if you want to pre-register. And with the sponsors that we have, which we just added a new one today, but I'm not completely finalized on that. So I'll make an announcement on that sometime this week, probably. But so Friday night, June 10th, Switcholio tournament starts at 6:30 p.m., $20 a person, 100% payback. Saturday, bring your own partners doubles starting at 10 a.m. So you have to get out of bed a little bit earlier that day. And it's going to be $1,000 for first place. I believe we're at $500 for second, $250 for third, $100 for fourth, $50 for fifth, and $50 for sixth. And that's in the upper bracket. After the round robin pool play, we'll have upper and lower bracket. Lower bracket will be $200 for first, $100 for second, $50 for third. That's going to be 100% payout plus, I believe, a good bit of sponsor money added to that. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be at the moment. And then we're going to follow that up with singles, $30 a person, 100% payout on that. We'll have sit and go blind drives all day. Bomb box, 50-50 raffles. Essential Shooting Supply is sponsoring the long shot, so there'll be $100 added to that. If you break the Northern Wisconsin record, which I think is 66 feet or something like that, Northern Wisconsin Cornhole is going to add $25. If we break 100 feet, we're going to add $100 to it. So
All right.
I don't expect that to happen, but it'd be fun to see it.
Never know. Al, this is just getting to be a huge tournament, and thanks to you for all the work you're putting in to get all the sponsors. Just to give you people an idea, we've already got 26 people signed up on Scorholio for Friday night alone. All right. And I know there's a lot of other local. Yeah, go ahead.
I would anticipate Friday night Switchholio, if we get over 30 people, which I'm sure that we will, after the Switchholio part of it, we'll divide that into upper and lower bracket also.
Okay. All right. So already 26 signed up, and we're well away from this tournament. Singles, there's already 32 singles people signed up. So you're talking over $900 in the pot already for that, 100% payback, and that's going to go way above that. Doubles, we've already got 24 teams that have signed up and committed. The doubles is guaranteed $1,000. First place, whoever takes first place in the doubles upper division, $1,000, right, Al? Right
on. Thanks to all of our, I don't even know if we can list all our sponsors here, can I?
Well, I got a few. I'll restore you, obviously. Patchouli Garden, Jay's Automotive, Master Care, H&R Block, the Lanes and Northern Lights Inn, Tom Miller Electric, State Farm Insurance, Diana Skowinski, Park Falls Builders, Hodag Cornhole, Carpet City and Rhinelander, St. Croix Rods, Terry Hansen, Lucky's Cornhole, Essential Shooting Supply with the long shot. And then we got people donating bags, Ruthless Bags, Lucky's Cornhole donating some bags, Wreck-It Boards donating a set of boards that we're going to throw on the main court and give away. Terry Hansen donating some of his top quality bags that maybe haven't gone in the hole as much as he wants to. So there's a lot of life left in them.
I think they're brand new.
Yeah, they're brand new. All right.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Cornhole and my radio station WCQM has a couple Brewer tickets also. We're gonna give away as and that's just the beginning of it. I know you're waiting.
Yeah, we have bags coming from Lucky's Cornhole. Madison City Cornhole donated a set of bags. Lone Star Cornhole sent in a set of bags. I believe we're going to have a set of Cooper bags. I believe Windsor bags are sending a set.
All right. Love Ryan. All right. Folks, it's going to be a huge weekend. It's at the Park Falls Recreation Arena, which we could probably fit 50 sets of boards in there if we needed to, but we'll probably don't have that many, but we've got enough to make it go. Eddie's Bags Reviews, Eddie Schmidt, he's going to be streaming the main court all weekend. And he's got a 2-camera system that's going to be just fantastic. And plus we're going to set up a camera, and on the Northern Wisconsin Cornhole site, we're going to stream that long shot thing all day. We're just going to let people have fun watching people shoot the long shot. I'm not sure if that's going to be safe to set it up on the far end where they're throwing at. We might have to
we'll have to put a cage around it.
Yeah, I think we better set it up behind the person who's throwing, because if we do the other end, that might not end well. So we encourage people to come in now. Families, we encourage you, if you want to come in and stay the Lanes and Northern Lights Inn, they have a swimming pool there for the kids. There's a bowling alley. There is a game room there. So the hotel is like 3 or 4 blocks from the Park Falls Rec Arena. So we encourage you to come in, stay 1 or 2 nights, and kind of make it a weekend of bags fun. And if you got kids or a spouse who's not playing, there's plenty of other things to do. And by then, Al, it might actually be above freezing up here too.
Maybe, possibly. There's one thing else you forgot there, Joel. What are we offering?
We are offering free shuttle rides. If you've had a few too many malted beverages or maybe a couple too many hot dogs and you need a ride back to the hotel, we'll do that for you. You can walk it. It's not that far of a walk, but we'll do what we can to get you back and forth safe. We don't want anybody driving, of course, if they've had a couple too many bushwalkers.
The walk there from the hotel to the arena is pretty short, but the walk back is longer. You know what the difference is?
What's the difference?
Staggering,
that's right. So it's the weekend of June 10th, folks. Check out the Scorholio to register and check out the event details on the Northern Wisconsin Cornhole Facebook page. All right. Anything else in June, Mr. Baghdadi?
Saturday, June 11th, Golden Sands Cornhole has the brew bags and bands. $1,000 added. I believe is that in Stevens Point or in Plover? I can't
Yeah, and that's a Badger State qualifier. The Badger State folks set that up for them down there. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I know May 11th, North Metros has a tournament in Hugo, Minnesota. And I believe there's a Cooley region has a tournament at Sparta Butterfest. So that's what we have for that weekend. The following weekend is the big ACO Oshkosh Pro Invitational.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
And that's Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday, and it's not just for pros. Now, there's obviously bigger money for the pros, but if you're not a pro, you can still play in this. There are non-pro divisions for this in Oshkosh, but there's some serious money going out on the pro side. And yeah, Friday, Saturday at the Oshkosh Arena, I believe it is.
Friday night pro quads, and that's $1,000 purse or $5,000 purse, $2,400 for first place, and you have to have one ACO pro on your team. And then I believe they also have an open tailgate quads for the non-pros.
Right.
Saturday doubles. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, Joel, but you have to have an ACO pro on your doubles team. One person.
Yeah, the doubles. Right. There's one ACO pro and one ACO. The other member can be anybody. I think this has to be an ACO member.
And that's $1,500 for first place. $50 per team, and then they have the open doubles, and then I believe the big money is in the ACO Pro singles is $15,000 guaranteed purse and 16 spots paid out. That's $5,000 for first place.
Yeah, that's a reward for those who made the top 80 as of June 1st in the ACO. There's going to be some real good throwers coming from all over the country. I would guess 20 to 25 states will be represented there. So
yeah, I would expect for that money that they're going to get all of the top throwers in the ACO, you know.
It's going to be an interesting weekend. And even if you don't play a lot of ACO and didn't make pro or whatever, you're not only going to get a chance to throw against some really good players, but you're also going to get a chance to watch and see some really good players over in Oshkosh. So that'll be a pretty cool event. All right. And of course, later on, I want to just give a quick plug for the folks at the ACO, because later on in the summer, there is the big Field of Dreams event coming up. And I had a poster. I didn't put it in there, but it's in Dyersville, Iowa at the Field of Dreams. And maybe baggers are thinking about a summer vacation. That might be a day or two to go down, not only see and play right at the Field of Dreams movie site, but they're going to play with real cornhole bags too, with actual corn in them. And that'll be a fun weekend, not only for the pro level, but for those who are non-pro also, to throw and have a good time down there. So you might want to consider that a nice cornhole vacation, and not that far away. Dyersville, Iowa from mid-Wisconsin is 4 to 5 hours, something like that. Not too far.
All right. So continuing June 18th, Saturday, June 18th, barefoot bagging at Faye's Switch Holio blind draw.
Faye Lloyd, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they just didn't call it Faye Fest, you know.
Should have been.
So they're having a Switch Holio at Faye's house.
That's awesome.
And I don't know if it's bring your own or let's see here.
You can go to the Golden Sands Cornhole Facebook page, and there's an event created for it there, I think.
Faye will provide some food, but it would be much appreciated if you bring food to share. You will be responsible for your own drinks. And there's a sign up on Scoreholio for that. So anybody that hasn't met Faye probably hasn't been playing bags for very long, because he's one of the characters in the cornhole world.
I love Faye. He came up for our Restore You Classic last year, and I believe he's coming up again this year, I believe.
As far as I know, he is. He said he was looking for a partner the last time that I talked to him.
Oh, that won't be a problem. Okay. Anything else?
Okay. June 26th, Hodag Cornhole is putting on a tournament at the Woodpecker. I don't have an event flyer for this or anything, but it's Girls and Boys Club of the Northwoods, I believe, a fundraiser for them, which they did this last year too, and they had quite a impressive array of prizes there that I believe you attended that, and so did
Is
I.
this the one that it rained all afternoon and that was that the one?
No, it was outside at the Woodpecker. It
Oh,
did
I
not
see.
rain that
Yeah.
day,
Oh, I'm
but
thinking
yeah,
of another one. Yeah, the Woodpecker. They've got a real nice outside area to throw. Yeah, and I remember that
yeah.
tons of raffles. Just great run by Sean Money. We call him Sean Smith over there in Rhinelander. That's a really good tournament. If you're within an hour or two of Rhinelander, get over to that one. It's a great organization to support.
Okay, we have to check out Minnesota here. I'm sure I'm missing something over there.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of them over in the North Metro area. I went in for May and looked at it. They've got so much going on, and there will be more added. Yeah, put it in the comments field if we don't say something about your tournament.
June 11th, Hugo Good Neighbor Days. June 25th, Jordan Supper Club, $500 added. I believe that's in Jordan, Minnesota. That's all that I see on the event on Minnesota Cornhole, but I'm sure that North Metro probably has something every weekend in June. And I think Mad City has some tournaments in June too.
Yeah, and Portage County Fair near Amherst has a big $1,500 one and $1,500 added in July. That's a big one. Looking a little bit down the line, there's so many opportunities to play, and some of them. There's a lot of switch holios during the week, but good to see this traditional partner tournaments on the weekend. Chance for people to improve their game, and I guarantee every tournament that you go to, you're going to see some players that are either pros or very high quality, and it'll only make you better to play against them.
June 18th, Taste of Stoughton Mad City Cornhole Tournament. So like bring your own partner, $50 a team, 4 games of rounders, determines A and B division, 64 team max, 80% payout.
All right, very cool. We just posted our Flambeau-Rama tournament in August, by the way, first Saturday in August. That's at the same rec arena that the Restore You Classic will be at. So if you're vacationing up here in the far north woods in the Hayward-Minocqua area, a chance for you to come play at our August 6th tournament in Park Falls, Flambeau-Rama.
Speaking of Hayward, they just had their relatively new group getting started over there.
Yeah.
And they just ran their first tournament this last Saturday at the Vet Center there in Hayward. I believe they limited that. They did singles, doubles, and co-ed.
Right.
And I think they had 16 doubles teams that they limited to. But it sounds like it went well, and it's a good start for them.
Yeah, Scott and the folks over there, they're growing that group really fast in Hayward, and that is awesome to see. We know the Rhinelander group has grown a lot, and I'm sure there's other stories around the state of groups that just continue to grow. And I think a lot of that due to the switch holio and stuff, and the welcoming in of players at whatever level they may be at, and getting them in and giving them a chance to play alongside some good players, give them a chance to win a little something at these tournaments. I think that switch holio has been a real part of why this sport has grown, because it's really welcomes in a lot of level skill players.
And I think for the most part, people of all experiences enjoy it. I mean, yeah, you might get a bad partner, but does it really matter in the big scheme of things? Yeah. You're gonna get you're gonna get a different partner every round for 4 rounds, and then it's up to you where you finish at. And
yeah. All right, folks. Well, if we missed your tournament, just put it in the comments field, put a link in there, and maybe put, where it is, like Minnesota, Wisconsin, even Northern Iowa, or, if you're from Kentucky, you can put it in there too, if you want to. But
we welcome all.
Oh yeah, we welcome all. It's going to be a crazy summer, and these are just the tournaments that we know about. We know there's tons of other ones that maybe haven't even been listed yet. There's several opportunities for you to throw, so get out and enjoy. So we got.
While we're at it, we might as well go through the list of what I know. Monday nights, Poolies, Mad City Cornhole is Monday nights.
Yeah,
is there any other weeklies on Monday night that you know of?
Not that I'm aware of. On
Minnesota
Monday
side, there is, right?
Yeah, Minnesota side, there's they have several for you folks in the Twin Cities area. I know Ramsey and Hugo and Savage, the Super Bowl over there, and others. They've got various switcholio event stuff going on throughout the summer. There's several chances for you to compete over there. And you can just, if you go to the North Metro Cornhole site, they're usually talking about them on that site.
And I think the Southern UP group over there in Iron Mountain, that they just moved to a new facility in Kingsford, and they switched to doing their weekly switcholio on Monday nights. And then I think Tuesday nights you have the Golden Sands, and you have, seems like there's something else on Tuesdays.
Yeah, we'd be amiss if we didn't talk a little bit about that Green Bay group with Dan Walker and the folks over there, and how, I mean, I know he's north of Green Bay, but that whole group over there is just huge. And I know there's tons of tournaments in that area that haven't even been posted yet. But the competition over there is just crazy. And I encourage people, if they want to get better, take a couple weekends this summer, travel to these tournaments, meet some people, see some really good players. I can speak from experience that it'll hurt a little bit. You'll get whooped once in a while, but you'll have success. You'll come away with good memories, and in the long run, I guarantee it's going to make you a better player by playing against different people, just different people in different competition.
And you're guaranteed to make some new friends.
Yep, that's a guarantee. You bet. Exactly. All right. Well, I think we hit it all here, Al. We wanted to take
now that you mentioned Green Bay, I'm sure we missed a bunch of tournaments over in that area, Green Bay and Sheboygan.
Yep. Just put it in the comments field, put the link on there. That's a great way to do it. If you got a tournament going on and you want people to come in from outside the area, put it on Facebook. If you want to keep it local, a bar league, don't post it, because then people will show up. I guarantee you. It's, everybody has their own reason for running their tournaments. There's a lot of local bar leagues that just want to keep it local, and that's fine. Whatever you got to do to build your league and build the people in your area. So please subscribe. Right there we go. Right there. Hit subscribe. Do us a favor. We're building this really fast. This is only like our 8th episode, Al, and we're already dealing with the egos of Steve Schrader and Bob Heil, because they now are the most viewed video casts that we've done. So yeah, dealing with got to see those two guys this summer. Yeah, they'll remind us. We got to get that.
I'm not getting stopped for autographs yet, so we can't be getting too large yet.
Well, thanks, Al. Good luck turkey hunting.
Yeah, we'll probably need it.
And we'll be back next week with another edition of the video podcast. We thank everybody for supporting us and being a part of our video podcast here, the Cornhole Insider.